from the end of this week up and into next week, it's still probably going to be dry on content for me. But after that, going back into content full force once college classes are over. But we got part 1 of the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross finale, and I didn't react to it yesterday. I apologize, but I'm getting it for y'all today. So let's jump right into it. And like always, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget about it, and leave in the comments anything you want to talk about. Not just with me, but other commenters. I ain't gonna delay no more. Let's get it. How y'all doing? I hope everything's okay. I'm sure it is. Uh-oh. I hope everything's okay. Laurium knows it was Vince's fault, right? That's a good question. Should we check on them? Is after the fight with Darkness. No, Laurium said everything was fine. Oh, he said everything was fine, huh? And Mimo, he's gonna go. All right. Back away from the. Do you really think the world is going to end? I mean, it already ended once. So at this point, you might as well be like, hey, we done been through this. There's a lot we don't know about this world, the Keyblade Masters, Darkness, now with a capital D. Yeah. The real question is, how did they lose their memories? Think back to what Master Ava told us. That when this world is shrouded in darkness, it'll just go to sleep. It'll be literally, like maybe it'll become a sleeping world. It's not much, I know, but it's enough to keep me from giving up hope. That's ephemera. I played a part in bringing the dandelions together, so I have a responsibility to save everyone. And I'm gonna try my best to do that. Look at Skull like, okay, I see you, my boy. It's not your responsibility alone. But whatever you do decide to do, you have our support. I want you to know that. Hey, you can't leave Skull out of it. That's your ride or die, ephemera. Thanks for always being there, Skull. Yeah, she's literally always there for him. Look at her getting all shy. We know, Skull. Subject X. Oh, hi there. Just saying hi there. Who you hi there into? And he's gonna say hi there to some random dude. I'm sorry, Ventus. Yeah. Look at this man's room. Okay. I know it wasn't your fault. I just needed someone to blame. Darkness is so abstract. My anger needed a simple, tangible target. Selfish of me, I know, but some emotions are too much to bear. That's especially with Strelitzia. Tell me, is darkness really gone? Something I want to mention real quick. In one of my last theory, actually my most recent theory video on it's called The Chosen Crown. Check it out if you haven't already. But I was talking about who was the person that Lucius sends to the future. I don't know if we're gonna see the answer to that this time, but in the video I only talk about it being a new person, Baldur from Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, and then Alrina. I big thing we're gonna see Alrina, especially because I mean she rises in the future. Baldur, we're gonna have to watch that video to see that, but or a new person. But one thing I cut out from the video last minute, what I was talking about, what if it was Strelitzia? It might be wondering, wait, it can't be Strelitzia, she's dead. But it's just like, I don't know, some stuff that was telling me, what if Strelitzia somehow, we saw her in that white hood a while back. So I couldn't find anything solid enough to really go upon to keep it in the video, but it was something that was always there. That's why I'm saying it now, even if I'm wrong. It's just a thought I had. Anyway, back to it. Well, has it become a part of you, just like you said? It has, then dang. If darkness really became a part of Ventus, I mean, that really is Vanitas? I'm still not convinced that darkness, that entity darkness, is Vanitas. That specific one. But I mean, I don't know. Oh, we got a close-up? Excuse me? Oh, hatred, anger, and sadness. That's exactly what they want. Strelitzia? That's a little handcuffs? You have to let it go. What happened to my kind and loving brother? Strelitzia? Oh, that music change? Oh, that's what I needed to hear. Dang, door all the way up there? Laurium, someone's here to see you. Ooh? 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 Nah, no way. No way. Okay. Oh, it's Alrina. Alrina, yeah. Okay, so depending on the sequence of events, I don't know when this takes place in conjunction with Lushu's scenes with talking to darkness. So if they take place at like assuming that they took place at the same time, then that would mean that the cloaked figure wasn't Alrina. But I feel like they don't take place at the same time. I feel like those Lushu scenes with darkness take place at a different point in time than these events. What are you doing here? She's curious. She worried about you, man. And Shalicia too, probably. Well, I thought you should know. It's about Shalicia. Kirthi claims to have seen her. Really? Oh, the cloaked figure. Is it the white cloak, Shalicia? You saw my sister? Where? But the coat she had on when she just touched Laurium had like her regular lace a few days ago. Maybe it wasn't her, but a few days ago. What's that, like an echo or like another glitch of her or something? There. Spotted someone who looked an awful lot like her headed to town from the hill. She wasn't alone. She was with someone in a black coat. I know I should have kept it in the video. That's a yep. Hit me with the L's in the comments. I know I should have kept it in that theory video. Dang it. Took it out last minute. Just I couldn't find any. At that point, I had forgotten about all, like most of the details of the whole her whole white coat scenario type deal. So, and even with that, I couldn't find anything solid enough to go off of to say, oh, is she back? Could that have been her? That also means Shalicia's going to be in the future too. So where is she? I know a lot of people speculated Shalicia was one of the stars, but we know that's not true anymore. We know one was nominated, one was the girl from New Year's Aura. Man. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. But how? Details? Yeah, this is a longer one too. I can't be sure of anything yet. But it's definitely an interesting piece of information. It is definitely an interesting piece of information. Black coat could only mean one of the Keyblade Masters? Could be. Most likely. I mean, yeah, definitely most likely. They don't really get popular outside of them until later on in the future. Both the Master and Lucy fit the description, pretty much. That's the only people that fit the description at this point in time. But the Master shouldn't be here. Even if this were the real world. Yeah, he's already... School. Wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? It's gotta be Lushu. He's got it. Put it together, brain. You got the name. Put it together. Remember why this data world was created? As a backup of the real one. Right. Save the world as it was before the Keyblade War. That means Shalicia's data must be stored here too. I was thinking something. I had thought something similar, but I was like, in my older theories too, talking about the whole situation with Shalicia, it was always like wondering how exactly the time between Shalicia's death and the bell tolling for the Keyblade War, like how long that time was. It seemed like there was definitely a significant amount of time, or at least a noticeable amount of time between those 2 points to where there could have been something. But I haven't mentioned that in a long time. But yeah, the time between the bell tolling and Shalicia's death wasn't very long at all. No, this place is just a copy of the world, not its people. Besides, if everyone's data was brought over, shouldn't there be versions of us here too? That's a good question. Yep. Our data should be here as well. So where they at then? Could be that it's still locked up and hasn't been touched yet. But how? How do you unlock it? Somebody accidentally unlocked Shalicia? Think about it. Elrina saw a glitch version of Shalicia. That she did. What Kirthi says is true. Maybe her data is here and someone managed to access it. It gotta be Lushu. Gotta be. I don't understand. Why Shalicia? And if her data does exist, does that mean we can bring her back? No, she's more like an echo. She'd be just data. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I feel like she would just be data, but I don't know. Who would do something like that? Who you think? Big L Lucio himself. As far as we know, all of the masters are gone. We'll probably have more luck finding answers in the real world. About that, if what Darkness said was true, we should be able to use the lifeboat in the basement to get back, aka the Ark. But if that's somehow linked to the end of this world, we don't have time to think about that now. What is he trying to say? If Darkness said it's true, we should be able to use the lifeboat in the basement to get back. Yes, they're going to use the Ark. I called this forever ago. That's somehow linked to the end of this world. That means this world is going to be completely destroyed and everything along with it. The echoes too. We don't have time to think about that now. Come on, let's go to the basement. So Alrina just like busted on through and said, "Hey, what's good?" So this fits the description though. Is it 5 or 6? Yeah. There were 6 pods left. There was 7 total, I think. Unless they have an unlimited number of uses, but I only went down to 6 because Maleficent and Lorium broke one in their battle. Or no, it wasn't that. It was because one went missing after Maleficent jumped to the future and won. Okay. Right then, Elrond just said, "Hey, what's good? I want to go to the future too. I want to go back to the real world." What you think about, Brain? You gonna take the Book of Prophecies? You're gonna take the Book of Prophecies. Anyway, we're going on to the next one. Resolutions. This is from their fight. I count 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Evil Fairy took the 7th. Yeah. See? Told you. But there are 7 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, Ven. So we're short one. So Brain's gonna stay 2. This one's broken. Yeah. So we're down to 5. Yeah. So I figured something like this was gonna happen. Somebody's gonna have to be a sacrifice, because Lucio always said in the secret reports, they made the jump to the. He watched them make the jump to the future, but he said at no small cost. I feel like somebody had to stay behind. I feel like if any 2 stays behind, it'll either be. Actually, it's probably Player and Ephemera that stay behind, because Brain ends up in the future because he's also I guess you could say a lot of people speculate that he's an ancestor of Ericus, because Ericus is the blue blood coming from one of the original lines of Keyblade wielders. We know Ephemera kind of like was seen like he was seen in a vision by Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, never in physical form. We know Skull is Subject X. We know Lorium and Elrina were part of the organization, both of them. And we know Ventus, Ven. There's gotta probably Ephemera and Player that stay behind. Access that PC, boy. Then if you don't wake up. Yeah, about to say, okay, that's better. Dang. That world is getting bodied out there. I'm not stepping out there. Not me. Jeez. What's even Brain's like, dang. We're running out of time. You need to decide who goes. It's gonna be Player and Ephemera stays behind. But we're not the only dandelions. Yeah, not to mention all the other dandelions out there. And what about the rest of the wielders? They'll go to sleep. Just like a computer in sleep mode. Sleep? Yeah, once this world collapses. That's our Avatar is that. Remember when the world collapses, they'll just go to sleep. All is shrouded in darkness, the world will fall into slumber. Kind of like when the world was lost to darkness. Masters knew this would happen and created a backup of the world. A place to shelter and keep us safe. that's where we are. And as something causes this world to freeze, it can be rebooted and restored. Pretty much. So they're just going to be like frozen in time. The end of this world is nothing like the end of the real one. Like I said, sleep mode. So it's not this world we need to be worried about. It's the other one. Whoever gets sent there. Even if we use the lifeboat to get back, we'll have to use it again to go wherever it is that we need to go after. Yeah, that's how the memories probably get all scrambled in the future. Who knows where that'll be? Is escape really the right answer? That's a good question. Whether we stay or go, it's a gamble. Right. But if no one goes back, then no one there will know what's happened here. Yeah, they need someone to be the ambassador. There will be no rescuing anyone left behind. And we can't let that happen. We Keyblade wielders need to live on. Ephemera and I should split up. Agreed. Ooh, so they're gonna be the factions. Brain, you should go back. Having you in the real world will give us the best chance to save the people here. He's not wrong. I told you, Brain's gonna be one to stay in the future. Got it. Skull's probably gonna want to stay if Ephemera stays. I'm not a union leader or anything, so nah, you going, Arena. You going. Listen, the only way to make it out of this is to go back. We're the ones responsible for this whole situation in the first place. So you, Van, and Player should go. Brain, Player, really? Alrina and Van each take one. Gotta be Lorium. Wait. I knew these three were gonna take one. Your Brain had to take one. Skull had to take one. I didn't think Player was gonna take one. Or maybe this is just their plan. It doesn't actually go this way. Skull, Lorium, one of you should take the last. Lorium, it's yours. What? Yeah, because Ephemera is staying behind. she gonna want to stay with her man, but it's not gonna happen. We know she ends up in this future as Subject X. We know about you, Subject X. We know about you. We know. There's a chance you'll get your sister back, then you need to be there for her. Besides, you'll have a better chance of finding answers over there. She got a point though. You should take it. I don't deserve a spot. Hey, you'll be fine, girl. You're fine. Yes, you do. You gave me hope for the first time since Trilogia went missing. She got a point. He got a point. Help me find her, please. And this is where the long companionship between the two came to be. Now, jumping twice in a row like that has to be the cause of why they don't have memories of this in the future. There's only one way out of here, and the season's limited. For now. When I get back, I promise I'll find a way to save everyone here. He's the one to do it. Thanks. All right, we don't have much time. Who's going? I'll stay. I'm not even a dandelion. True. Plus, I'm just a playable character. Just here as your friend, I'm just a playable character. I can't end up in the future. So if you're staying, so am I. Player. Besides, I don't want to have to wait around for you again. Fair enough. I'm not leaving you two here. Nah, Skull, you gotta go. You gotta end up in the futures. Well, why don't we save one for later? I might be able to find a way to rescue all three of you at once. Yeah, just all cram into one pod. You already have something in mind, don't you? I sure do. Can you all fit in just one pod? Maybe. If you squeeze and then it's settled. Lorium, can you look after Ben? Maybe. Hop in, Alrina. Alrina is looking. Look at her face. She's looking so guilty, so guilty. But hey, she deserves a spot too. She put in work, more work than the rest of the Dandelions. Not the rest of the Union leaders, but the rest of the Dandelions. Brain, take care of everyone. Will do. Hey, I knew if I ever had to be one to stay back. Here, take it. Really? This is yours. It was meant for you. Really? This too. The Book of Prophecies and the Keyblade. Well, that specific Keyblade. I didn't end up using it. But if you're ever lost, don't hesitate to have a look. It'll help you when you need it most. Yeah, he's gonna be like, let me open that up real quick. I'll hold on to these for now. But as far as I'm concerned, they still belong to you, yes sir. That's why I've entrusted them to you for a reason. He chose you for a reason. Thought you'd be happy. That's why I've told me you've been wanting to read the book for a long time. Yeah, a long time. Besides, I'm pretty sure she gave these to me knowing I would do just this. Maybe, who knows? May your heart be your guiding key, Ephemer. Just like mine is for me. Road dogs, thanks. I'll be back for you guys. Hey, that's my boy. Let's go. So one's being saved. Another said one's being saved for later, but that has to be Skull. There's going to be a situation to where something critical happens, and Ephemer is just like, doo, just pushes Skull into the arc and starts it up against the will. Player not going up in the future, and Ephemer just a vision. Player, are you sure about this? Yep. I'm right where I want to be. That's sweet. There it is. There they go. Be safe. Getting goosebumps after speculating and theorizing for so long and reading the secret reports over and over and over again, talking about this moment when Lucius saw them jump to the future. Man. And he said the 5 of them too. So he was there not just for these guys, but the 5th person too. Talking about how it wasn't like at no small cost. I wonder what the cost was. Maybe some people had to stay behind that. The cost he was talking about, I don't know, but it's so surreal after reading about it for so long to actually seeing it. Be safe. Arena's still guilty. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Y'all gonna end up in a very interesting scenario. And they disappear, right? Yep, they disappear. When they're used, they disappear and they end up in the arc in a different spot. Well, into a future arc. Or they say the lifeboat. Anyway, on to the last one. Then we have Darkness's identity, or the Shadow's identity. I don't know who you sent. There are 5 left. Who will they go to? Really wondering when this takes place. Because that one in the center was broken for the 5 Union leaders. But it wasn't for him. I don't know. I don't know when this takes place. This can't be in the data world. This has to be in the real version, right? I don't know. You didn't read that part of the book. It wasn't of any interest to me. So it is then. Expansion. I don't get you. Nor will you. Don't run up on me. You spend time grooming these wielders only to trap and leave them behind in the data world. Why? Don't know. Who knows what the Master's thinking? But this was his plan. And yet you follow him? Why not? He's convincing. I may not know the reasoning behind everything he does, but I can guess. That Destiny Island over there? Nope. But you're not certain. No. But I am sure of one thing. He is not a fan of darkness. I see. That we understand. We're not fond of light either. Don't pull up on Lucius like that. He will box you up. So what's your brilliant plan? To spread throughout the data world using its signals. To accompany the chosen one into the future. So it can lay claim to worlds not yet created. So it's gotta be Vin who was the chosen one. Then I guess it really is going down the path that Venita, that darkness was Vanitas. Am I really gonna be wrong, man? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right, expansion. But that just means. But then that would also give. If they. Oh yeah, that's true. Because I want to in my video explaining why darkness couldn't be Vanitas, it was because when in the Kingdom Hearts character files that they all have, because there's character files that give you inside looks into the characters and into their thoughts and just into the characters diving into the characters themselves, talking about like their and almost like an inner monologue throughout their lives. And there was one for Vanitas, and his memory started when he was split from Ventus. But if the arc taken to the future erases their memories, like I've been saying countless times, like with Lorium and Alrina and Scold, if it messes with their memory, then it's going to do the same to darkness, then, right? So it could very well mean that Venus is darkness, Venus is darkness, this darkness, but he just lost his memory from being among Ven when he transported to the future. But then again, I also don't know when this takes place in conjunction with when they just got transported in the arc. So it's hard to say. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. So no matter what world or time we end up in, you'll be there too, huh? I don't think so. Oh, I thought you were told not to interfere. Who said he had to listen? Yeah, to help the dandelions. But I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. I am formless. You cannot destroy me. I know, but it made me feel better though. Then why waste the efforts? Because he doesn't think you're actually formless. He actually thinks you have a form, you're just trying to hide it. The longer you exist without a tangible form, the more your will fades. Darkness had form when the Master was a boy, right? Yes, it did. He talked about how darkness would always take a form to fool people. Talked about that a long time ago. Darkness had a form, and that always took the form of people to trick them and deceive them. He abandoned it to defeat light. That's when darkness became a whole. Then he realized, dang, I messed up, that you couldn't maintain your will as one or as a whole. Which is why you still need a physical form. You call it infection and expansion. But you're just stealing the bodies of those with hearts. Ooh, you act like it's this grandiose plan when it's actually kind of sad and pathetic. Ooh, trying to rip and grasp onto life. Ooh, silence. Ooh, they both teleported there for a second. You never even figured out his real plan, did you? Ooh, which was in his head, he in your head. What? Let me ask you this. Besides you, there are 5 other shadows with individual will. I know at least one is in the data world. So this darkness is different from the darkness that was among the Union leaders that they fought. That Ven and the rest of them fought. So where are the other 4? Ooh, you're well informed. Yes, 6 of us remained after the war. After which we found ourselves in the data world. So they were all in the data world. At one stage, to return to the real world with the evil fairy. Really? And the rest are still there. Yes. You say you turn to the... Yes, you turn to the real world. So darkness, one darkness and one maleficence, so there's 5 in the data world. Really? There was 5 of them there. 1 for each that needed to transport. You're the only one in my way. He's like, oh, as you are in mine. Ooh, look at that. All right. That's going to be it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to talk about in the midst of the video. So let me know what you guys think. When do you guys think this last moment here takes place in conjunction with when they jump to the future? Do you really think Vanitas is one of the 6 darknesses that they just revealed? Do you think Lucio is going to go back to the data world just to see the last one jump, because we know, like I said in the secret reports, that Luciu saw the 5 of them jump from the data world to escape the collapse of it, or 5 of them. He said at no small cost. If that's what he's talking about, pretty sure that that's the one he's talking about. Do you think there's going to be an end to this battle? Do you think this darkness is actually going to take hold of Luciu in the end? Anything you want to talk about, not just with me, anyone else in the comments, leave it below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. More Kingdom Hearts content. Again, sorry for the slow pace and content recently, but after next week, content back at full force. Videos, streams, original series, theories, streams. Again, check the link to all my social media, including my Twitch and my Twitter below. Thank you all for watching.